Just bet all. Just bet all.
The Hitman series always interested me, especially back when I was an impressionable child with unrestricted access to the internet. I first learned about it from a YouTube series made by Tom Bowen called How Not to Play Hitman, where he messed around various Hitman levels with some witty commentary and jokes. Over the years, I bought and played my fair share of Blood Money and the newer World of Assassination trilogy games, and we'll probably go over those at some point because they're awesome, but I wanted to give Hitman Contracts, which released in 2004, a shot. And I know I'm skipping over Codename 47, the original one released in 2000,
What's wrong with your face?
and Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. We may check them out again in the future, along with all the other games I said I'll check out in the future. The backlog is starting to become a real Sisyphus boulder scenario. The series was developed by IO Interactive, and the gist is that a genetic clone vat-grown guy named Agent 47 needs to carry out assassinations on various individuals for cold hard cash money. The environments in which we do this dirty work tend to be open-ended areas and facilities with multiple ways to complete the objectives, which involve killing people and other miscellaneous tasks. There's an emphasis on using stealth tactics to eliminate targets and knock out guards and civilians, but if it goes south, throwing bullets around is possible as well. The intro that plays for Hitman Contracts when starting the game is straight up insane. It opens with various TV channels and it eventually settles on one playing a program about weapon ballistics.
In the powder itself. Pulling back the slide of a handgun, tighten the recoil spring and...
Its presentation is professional and detailed. However, as the bullet leaves the chamber, we get an idea of what firearms are capable of. An explosion of sound, and it brings forth all the chaos and pain that can follow that sudden release of energy. If that doesn't set the tone of the game for you, I don't know what will. Agent 47 enters the frame. He's wounded from reasons unknown.
He knew me, actually recognized me, and looked me in my eyes. And he expected me. As if... Oh, that's impossible.
He eventually collapses and the intro fades in. The first thing to point out is that the soundtrack for the earlier Hitman games composed by Jesper Kyd are all awesome. Just listen to this music as we stare at Agent 47 brooding with his dope as hell German sniper rifle. I'm gonna fucking kill you. We're only in the main menu, and we already get the impression that the tone of this game is grungy, deep, ominous, and you can insert a large number of other foreboding adjectives here. Is it actually the most dark Hitman game ever? Is it so fucked up and messed up and stuff? Let's find out and draw our own conclusions. First off is the mental asylum. The game starts off in Hungary with a pissed-off Agent 47 in the year 2000. This is a flashback. In it, he kills a doctor-scientist guy named Otto Wolfgang Ortmeyer. But who is Agent 47? Who is Ortmeyer?
47. I should have known. I didn't even recognize my own son. And you broke my heart, my son.
This is going to be a bit of an exposition dump, but here goes. I would classify this information as spoilers for the first game, but it doesn't really matter in my opinion. You've been warned if you care about that kind of stuff though. Ortmeyer was running a mental asylum in Romania as a cover for creating genetic clone super soldiers, which is how Agent 47 came into the world. Ortmeyer's cloning program was a humane, scientific, community-backed effort with control groups, thorough testing, and it followed strict ethical guidelines said, nah, just kidding, it's some fucked up shit. It's like Jacob's Ladder in here. Blood, bodies, test tubes, subjects, shattered lights and cold steel. Ammunition and weapons are scattered all around. It's a dump. I mean, just look at this guy. What do you think he's gonna do with that thing? Some crazy ass shit's going on. Agent 47 was not the only clone attempt by Ortmeyer. He is one of many, but he appears to be the first to attain consciousness as a real ass dude and not some weird test tube homunculus. I don't know for sure though. I imagine that the first game goes into this stuff in a bit more detail, but again, it doesn't really matter for the rest of this game. It's just additional lore stuff. Soon, the Hungarian equivalent of the SWAT team swarms the building, putting us in a tight spot as we aim to escape. The first floor puts us in direct contact with them as they open the door blindly, and we start getting pushed. Two things. The first is that the professional difficulty is extremely hard, as I got one-shotted from a Spaz 12 shotgun. I was originally going to try and do the whole game on the professional difficulty, but I changed my mind shortly after this. The second thing is that something is fucked up with running this game on new hardware at high frame rates, so we need to tinker with the game a bit so I don't get stuck in this post-death stasis state. I'm going with this Steam guide to fix it. The game seemed to work just fine after installing it, and I knew that 47 was looking wide, but I couldn't quite place what was wrong. It looks a lot better now. On the second floor of the asylum, there's a dead SWAT guy, so I took his uniform and gun, but the SWAT guy still fired at me. Alright, expert difficulty it is. The guards were freaking out so I shot them, but the SWAT team still blasts me due to my suspicious behavior, not that I can really blame them. I'm going to try and get as far away from them as I can. Hitman Contracts has a great deal of mechanics, two of which involve locks. We can lockpick doors that are locked, as you can imagine, and we can look through keyholes on doors to see through them, and both of these are handy if we're sneaking around. This mission scares me though, mostly due to the fact that I really don't want to have to shoot all these guys to beat the level. I'm making a promise to myself that I need to actually play the game without killing an assload of people with automatic unsilenced weapons due to my hitman incompetence. So I hit the books to truly become a hitman, and by hitting the books I mean I glanced at some random Reddit comments written 8 years ago at 1:20 AM. In order to reduce suspicion from guards, which is displayed by this column here, I need to walk around the majority of the time, keep my distance from guards, and try to stick to civilian clothing when applicable. This level has some extenuating circumstances with the whole SWAT raid thing though. Let's just try to get through it. On the third floor we find a guy that we can save before he he just fell. On a brighter note, we find a sniper rifle. The reticle is kind of glitched, and we can only hit a handful of people from our current position, so it doesn't really work out. Eventually, after enough trial and error, I disguise myself as a patient, which makes it far easier to roam the halls without getting shot to death by a SWAT team. Going to the front door, we get told to enter the lab, and by lab, the SWAT team means the room on the left. There's a fellow patient in here and a guard upstairs. As I try to suss out the guard's pathing to knock him out, the other patient, I guess, grabs a machine gun and starts blasting for some reason, getting me killed too. Thanks, dick. The next time we make it to the lab, I decide to use a stun gun I picked up. I shock my fellow asylum roommate, and then I go upstairs and shock the last SWAT member. I head down the ladder and take old Dr. Ortmeyer's dope-ass ride, and we perform a stealthy escape. While my final escape was relatively smooth, I really need to be careful about how I play this game. I don't want to get lazy and shoot everybody all the time. I can't afford to sink my reputation any lower after telling people that I'm a gaming YouTuber. The game shows us a cutscene of present-day Agent 47 waking up and moving his wounded body to the bathroom, where he experiences a fever dream, delirious hallucination of a former hit.
Don't kill me. I seen her. Building 8. I don't know. One of the small rooms in second floor.
Good. Sleep tight.
Damn. This is the first real mission of the game. I'll let Diana take it away. She works for the ICA, which is the organization that Agent 47 works for.
Hello, 47. Diana from the agency here. We've been contacted by a Romanian client. Given the complicated nature of his request, we recommended you for the job. The client wants this taken care of quickly and has agreed to your standard fee. So, here we go. The client believes his daughter was kidnapped and possibly killed by the Romanian Meat King, a Scotsman named Campbell Sturrock. The Romanian courts disagreed. Sturrock's Romanian lawyer, Andrei Puskus, got the case thrown out. Our client wants this settled out of court. Crash their party and take them both out. We've sent some details for you to read. If you accept this mission, your fee will be transferred to your account. Take care, 47. It's a pleasure to be working with you again.
The agency does all the background investigation work on our targets and buys the plane tickets for Agent 47 and all that shit, and we are the mere trigger man that does the deed. They're all pretty well written, they're short, and they add more context to the Hitman world. It also gives the player some ease, as we know that we're not killing saints or good Samaritans. These people are pieces of fucking shit. They deserve to die. Meat production is a nasty business, so we gotta kill the meat man, his lawyer, and save our client's daughter, who got caught up with the wrong crowd at a party hosted at a meat production facility. We start off with the disguise of a butcher that 47 butchered, and we get a meat hook from said butchery. The game tells us that butchers don't carry guns, so we need to drop the ones that we start with, as we are going to get pat down by the guards at the entrance of the party. I went ahead and killed this guest behind these pallets because I think I might use his costume instead, but then I figured that the butcher would have additional permissions, so I switched back to the butcher.
Cunoști procedura. Acum îți simt carne.
Innocent death aside, at least we can enter the building now. This is not going to be a silent assassin, any percent no witnesses run by any means. I'm gonna suck ass the whole game, so buckle up. Let's talk about the environment. The meat facility we are in is really gross, and the context of this party is gross as well. While I can stomach the fact that animals have to be killed by means of industrial processes and machines for me to continue eating meat to live, I definitely wouldn't be bumping cocaine while bopping to electro-goth dance music in the local meat processing plant while wearing a GIMP mask, even if Just for Kids music was playing through the sound system. It's a grimy, gory fetish fest. The crowd consists of a bunch of sleazebags. Unfortunately, we need to be cautious with who we take out as the guards are all packing firearms. My butcher costume leaves much to be desired though, as John Mardi Gras here doesn't let me into a restricted area.
Zona privată, domnule.
The Hitman mission formula is fun. The civilian areas and events Agent 47 finds himself in are mixed with armed guards and targets that we gotta take out or maneuver around. We need to investigate, probe around, find secret access ways, and abuse lapses in the security guards' behavior to inch closer and closer to our targets, all while either evading detection or blending in with the disguise. It's cool, and it's a formula that worked for decades. At one point I switched to an opium waiter's disguise, because why not, but apparently there can only be one, and the other waiter saw me, which puts me in a bind. Fuck it, let's just try to rush him. Yeah, that didn't really work out. The Hitman series is very trial and error oriented. If you know exactly what to do, you can beat these levels in just a few minutes, but if you're unfamiliar with the levels, it can take you hours. The first playthrough of any Hitman game, like you're seeing here, tends to be the worst one because you have no idea what options are available on each level. There are hidden weapons, things to poison, people to talk to, all sorts of options to give the player an edge on taking out the targets. This time I tried to enter the plant as a guest. I left my meat hook in my inventory though, which the guards didn't really like. Come on man, it's only... Restarting again, we're gonna go with the butcher outfit one more time. We really have to just find the client's daughter. The less time she spends here correlates to the less time she'll be spending in therapy trying to forget this slimy ceramic tiled pit. We'll just look through these doors and oh shit man, this pantless meat man just took a chunk out of my face with a cleaver and half my health to go along with it. What the hell is his problem? What was he doing? Let's get his body out of here first. We'll just go in here next and... Oh.
I found the girl.
And got her out.
Some of her. Enough for a positive ID.
Was it Static?
His brother. But I assume the mission hasn't changed.
You assume correctly as usual. Carry on, 47.
The client's daughter is beyond dead. She's been mutilated and picked clean for parts. The room probably smells great though on account of all the air fresheners. Minty fresh. I need to kill these meat men for doing this reprehensible stuff, but first, let's grab her arm so there's something for us to bury. Well, that can't be good. We'll just try to keep on going. The worst part of this is that oaf I killed wasn't even the target. It was the target's brother. We'll just kill this guard, wear his stuff, take his submachine gun, and head up to the roof. It looks like the target is near this area, and there might be a way to access him from up here. There he is, he's right down there. Do you see him? Yeah, it's the guy right there. There's probably better ways to kill him, but I'm just gonna throw a bunch of bullets into him. Probably could have poisoned some food or something. He might eat food in this mission, but we'll just keep on going. Now we just have to kill the lawyer. After hearing automatic machine gun fire, everybody is flipping their shit crazy style. Patrons, guards, and the lawyer are all doing random stuff and running around. And apparently they found the Meat King's body, so we better speed this up. I find the lawyer, and I just garrot him. Garrote? How do you say that? I garrote the lawyer, and, you know, some people saw it, but the exit vehicles are right outside, so we'll just get in and go. It's good enough for me. The next cutscene still has 47 greening out after eating 3 bags of edible gummies, and he's hallucinating his time spent in Russia.
That's Russian. Must be Biankov's base. Fuchs is probably off the plane already. Gotta be quick. But it won't be as easy getting off this plane as it was getting on.
Давайте, шевелитесь! Мужики, ну давайте, двигайте ящики в ходу! Давай!
A terrorist and a weapons dealer walk into a bar, and 47, disguised as a bartender, pours them a drink, but the guards saw 47 pour the drink weird and proceed to shoot him with automatic weapons, and then I have to reload the whole mission. Just kidding, but not really.
Hello, 47, Diana here. There's an extraordinary coincidence taking place in Siberia. 2 high-profile targets will be meeting each other for the first time. Our client wants you on the job. It's a golden opportunity to get to both men, making it a high-risk, high-reward operation. There's no margin of error on this one, and our client is not accustomed to disappointment. Your code name on this operation is Mr. Bird. Our man on the base will answer to the code name Yurishka. This might look like a straightforward mission, but be careful, 47. You don't want any extra trouble in that environment.
We need to kill 2 evil guys and destroy the stuff that will be used to make dirty bombs. It's a Russian-type deal in the snow next to an old Soviet submarine base. We also need to meet up with a former KGB guy that has some intel for us. This is more of a James Bond-type mission rather than a seedy criminal underworld hitman mission, which is ironic because the next IO Interactive game is literally going to be the new James Bond game. But here we go. Let's get off this plane. Alright, so now we are on a solid path. We have 2 disguises to pick from, a generic Russian soldier and a private guard hired by the terrorist. I opt for the terrorist guard fit for now. I found one of the targets in the mess hall, but I think I got escorted out. I couldn't really tell.
Gehen Sie bitte weiter.
This other guard was following me.
Gehen Sie bitte weiter.
Let's look around a bit and think. Kitchen, food, laxatives. Sure, why not? We'll just pour this in, and then the chef takes it to the target, who proceeds to get sick. Awesome, let's go to the bathroom with him. He's shitting his brains out, but I can't really kill him silently until he stands back up, so I'm just going to leer over him awkwardly. After a minute or so, we have our opportunity. There's an option to wear his clothes, but I opt to stick with the guard one for now, which I'll probably regret later, as you can actually meet with the other target while disguised as the first target, but I only knew that after beating the game. Let's get out of this and find that Russian uniform again. Before we leave, however, we need to speak to the ex-KGB guy that Diana mentioned to get some additional information.
I'm looking for Yurishka.
Welcome to Kamchatka, Mr. Bird.
What can you tell me?
I can tell you, I never want to see another pot of borscht as long as I live. I can also tell you they're using a submarine as lab.
I'm not interested in borscht. Any idea how I can destroy the lab?
Dynamite. There is some on board. They use it for the dirty bombs. You need a radiation suit to be on the submarine. You might find a suit in the warehouse northwest of the submarine.
It's a big submarine. How much dynamite am I gonna need to sink it?
Not much. I found 3 weak spots on the outside hull. 1 bomb in each spot, detonated at the same time, should crack the hull open and explode some of the ammunition still stored in the sub. It should sink like a stone.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Okay, sure, so the gist of what he said was that the submarine is the lab where they're making the dirty bomb stuff. We need to wear a radiation suit due to the nuclear stuff, blow it up with dynamite, and then done. Doesn't sound too bad. After lots of running around, I find the suit and wander on over to the submarine. Some serious ass shit is going on in here. I figured that making dirty bombs wasn't all cookies and cream, but the lighting in here is putrid. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna slip on by and grab all these bombs for later. Don't worry, the boss told me to do this. It's all gonna work out. So after that, I slip back around the submarine without getting spotted, and I plant all of the explosives. Now all we need to do is detonate them from a safe distance. Hell yeah, let's get out of this Homer Simpson suit now. The next target, a weapons dealer, also happens to be the commander of a Russian ship, so there's a different guard uniform that we need, which is unfortunate. I saw the target leaning against the railing of the ship, so I went over to this guard tower to see if there was a sniper rifle or something that we could use on the top, but no such luck. I then remembered that the submarine guards were wearing caps, so I did some backtracking and grabbed one of their suits. Upon returning to the ship, I can get on it with my upgraded swag, but the commander is in his personal room and he doesn't want me in there. I considered my options. I could probably go all the way back and grab the suit of the terrorist I killed in the bathroom after his bowel incident and do the meet with the general, but I'm also not sure if that would work at this point in the mission. There's a secret path to the target's room, but I don't have the key to access it yet. Fuck it, let's just mess them up. Silent assassin, I am not. It's not like this level is bad by any means, but it's kind of one note. It's mostly sneaking around military shit, which feels out of place when I imagine a Hitman game. I can't talk extensively about the first two games because I haven't played them apart from the first few levels of Silent Assassin a long time ago, but I remember there being some Russian-focused levels in Silent Assassin, and I remember them kind of sucking. Anyways, we hop back on board the plane, attain the title of mass murderer, and get another cutscene of 47. An unknown figure enters the room and starts to treat 47's wounds. Maybe the agency sent someone to heal his gunshot wound? It isn't clear yet.
Laisse-moi voir un peu. Là, c'est pas joli. À la tienne, mon vieux. T'en veux un peu? T'en as sûrement plus besoin que moi. Tiens.
Then fades to the next level. Oi, bruv! We're here at Beldingford Manor. We need to save our client's son and kill two bozos that have a big-ass house. The targets consist of some Poundland-esque lord and his mingin son.
Here's an odd one, 47. Our client's son, Giles Northcote, was recently abducted by Lord Winston Beldingford and Alistair Beldingford. The client wants his son freed, and he wants both Beldingfords, father and son, taken out. There's a hunting party at the family manor this weekend, and the guests should give you extra cover. Take care of business and get out of there, 47.
I do hope that the son is in a better condition than the last person that we tried to save. It gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about what happened in the meat zone. The first guard I see, I kill. I need his clothes. This mission does a thing where it shows you some big fat hints on how to kill the son as he is constantly ordering drinks. It's a cool detail, but Blood Money generally does this better without taking up the whole screen. It only happens the first time though. Anyways, let's take a look around. Starting with this maze, it leads to a trap door which goes into a crypt, which then goes to the house. Awesome. This guy is wearing a different type of fit, and I wasn't even sure he was a guard, but I kill him anyways. The gun that fell out of his holster gives me the confidence I needed. This guy was a guard, so he does deserve to die. I drag his body over here, and he gets stuck in this coffin, funnily enough, and we keep on going inside the manor. Aside from the gloomy outside and this dank-ass crypty basement, this place is actually posh indeed. I poke around upstairs and I find this guy that I accidentally woke up, which makes him grab his shotgun and look for me, but I hid behind this thin wooden board thing and he decides that his thorough investigation is enough for him to go back to bed. After all of that, I steal his clothes. Now I'm posh, dressed like a dick. Well, that's the target, and he's going to the bathroom. Let's see what happens if... yeah, I probably should have seen that coming. I didn't save the game yet, so we gotta do it all again. Like I said, Hitman is a trial and error game until you learn the levels. It's a game of, is this guy going to shoot me in the fucking face for entering the wrong door? Every single level. I head all the way back, and he's really indecisive on whether or not he wants to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna make up his mind for him. Nice. Let's just drag his body back to the secret hallway and oh god, hurry. Whew. Yeah, I guess there's like a secret hallway system, and Winston was kind of pervy with it, with this one-way bathroom secret door window thing. It's good that I murdered him in his own home. I just tried to run through the secret window bathroom thing, but I forgot I left the manor lord's corpse there, so this lady freaks the fuck out.
Who's there?
Yep. The next time I just leave the body where it is and keep on going. Just imagine 47 jumping out of a secret door and sprinting out of your bathroom when you're taking a shower. That's some freaky shit. I found a water heater and I turn it off, but that just makes the shower lady come out and turn it back on. Not very productive, we'll keep on going. In the basement, I find the whiskey barrel that I can poison to kill the sun, but I don't have any poison. So I head up to the attic and I actually find a chimney chute that needs something flammable. A gas can should do. I've seen a few of those around. I go and grab one. I knew I should have hit that body.
Help! Someone!
I'm not proud of killing an innocent person, but I don't want to restart the level, so onwards we go. I'm gonna grab this, and bombs away. Well, that was a bit larger than I was expecting. Cool. I was taking some notes when this guy finds me at the scene of the crime and lets me go.
Who's there? Hey?
What a fucking idiot. Okay, so now we just need to find and save our client's son. My guess is that he is in the stable, which I guess butlers aren't allowed in.
Someone help me! Help! Help! Help!
I found some weed killer, which I assume I can poison the whiskey barrel with, but that guy's already dead, so maybe another time. I need to get this guy out of here. I find a key, kill some other guys. I'm a real hitman. There's also horses, and next to the horses is the guy that we need to save.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Please, not already. Look, I'm begging you, okay? I'm a Northcott, you understand? My father is rich. He's a very, very wealthy man. I'll pay you anything you want, you understand? Please.
Keep it down. Your father's paying me to free you.
Free me? Oh, thank God. You know, they were gonna hunt me. Like an animal. Like some beast.
You think you can escape on your own?
Oxford sprinting champion 3 years in a row. God bless you. See ya.
Well, he was oddly animated and upbeat, and we don't even have to escort him out, which is awesome. Now we just have to escape back to the boat. We'll just leave and fucking shit. Okay, we only have 1 centimeter left of health. We'll just peek out this corner and... Oh, sure, okay. This guy was using an aimbot and pre-fired my ass. Thanks. I do it again from the last save, and I actually did it better this time. I distracted the guards by turning off their boob channel.
Oh, God, it's gone again. It's gone again. Oi, go!
Oh no.
And that's about it. We make it back to the boat without issue. It wasn't a great performance on my part, but I can live with it. The next cutscene shows 47 receiving additional medical attention. And then we hallucinate the next mission, which takes place in Rotterdam.
Getting tired of this place. My targets have been right in front of me for days, but my weapons still haven't arrived. I'll have to move in tonight. Without them.
Here in Rotterdam, 47 says his weapons haven't arrived yet. This made me think, oh shit, I'll have to improvise my weapons in this mission, but it turns out that we have the regular loadout, so I guess the rocket launcher he ordered from the deep web got delayed or something.
We need you in Rotterdam, 47. Primary target is Rutgert van Leuven. He is the head of an international crime group that's auctioning off some photographs on the black market. Our client would prefer these photographs to remain unseen. The group works through a biker gang that Van Leeuwen's president of. Our client already sent a man in, a freelancer named Claes Teller. But Teller has either failed or turned. Our client sees him as a risk either way. Take him out. Van Leeuwen's got a meeting lined up with a journalist who wants the pictures for his tabloid. That may give you the cover you need. Get the photos, hit the targets, and we'll be in touch.
If you leave 47's hideout spot quick enough, you get to nab this guy and take his clothes. This environment is about as far removed from the last mission as it could possibly be. It's a landscape of brick, concrete, and corrugated steel. It's the industrial part of town. These people are also counterfeiting a whole bunch of money. It's a neat little detail. Seedy, criminal underworld crime stuff. The music is also great. On the expert difficulty, there are map icons that point out areas of interest that you can use to your advantage during the mission. So let's go upstairs and check it out. Well, I don't really know what's going on here, but I'm gonna take your clothes, bro. I promise I'll bring them back later. I start probing around, trying to get a feel for the place and any weaknesses it has, but as I enter the interior of the warehouse and enter this room, I get blasted. Okay, hood's off inside, I guess. Let's do it again.
Getting tired of this place.
There's a guy guarding the gate that I kill and loot. Now we look like a real douchebag, so we can fit right in. This time I opt for the basement. The door was locked, but I tailgated this other guy and got into the restricted area. Yeah, that's right, I'm throwing Security Plus cybersecurity certification terms around. Try to say shit about my day job, stupid. See if I give a shit, bro. Yeah, you go ahead and call 47. Put a hit on my ass. See if I care. See if you can put me out of my misery. The basement is very long and corridory, and it turns out that one of our targets is down here getting tortured. I kind of feel bad for the guy. The client thought that the private investigator took the money and ran, but he's just getting his shit fucked up down here. I'll just think that I'm doing him a favor by killing him. First I take out the jacked torturer, and then I meat hook the target. One down, 2 objectives to go. For some unknown reason, I don't feel bad about killing the guards in this mission. This whole compound is fucked up. What kind of green room shit happened in here? Blood and bodies everywhere you look, weapons and ammunition scattered around. There's also a shooting range. I'm sorry, I can't resist. This gun is awesome. Okay, let's keep going. We gotta find the pictures and the last guy. It looks like he's on the 2nd floor. I pick up a key card from the torture room so we can get up there. He's all alone. Okay, that was kind of loud. Should be okay though. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, we'll try it again. I'll grab this knife before I head back upstairs. Okay, there we go. That was pretty easy, all things considered. It wasn't the most adventurous hit, but a job's a job. I pop the gate open and then we leave. It then throws us right into the next mission without a cutscene.
It's Rotterdam again, 47. A good news, bad news scenario. An international arms smuggler named Boris Ivanovich Darushka is trying to purchase a nuclear weapon from the biker group you've already dealt with. The deal is going down in Rotterdam harbour. Boris has a ship, the Katerina Ivanovna, and he'll be waiting for the weapon to be delivered by car. The Rotterdam police are onto it.
Busy night?
Yes. The police closes the harbor tonight. It is very good for the business.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. Talk to the workers. Maybe they know. You like to have a drink? Maybe you like the girl in the window there. Very nice girl. Pretty girl. What do you say?
We'll see. You're not closing, are you?
No, it's a busy night tonight. We stay open late.
You're in a good mood.
Yes, the police has sent us all home. No working, we're just drinking.
Why did they send you home?
Something about a boat on Pier 1. I don't know. I'm out of whiskey. It's time for the bartender to get a new bottle from the basement.
We need to take out Boris, who is trying to buy a nuclear bomb from the international biker gang from the last mission. He is on a boat, and the bomb he wants to buy is in a car heading to the boat. The local workers are here, as the police kick them off the dock for the raid. We get some back and forth conversations. 47 is quite the extrovert. There's a lot of moving parts in this mission. Another caveat is that a SWAT team is on standby, ready to pounce at any point with the objective of capturing our target, but we need to kill him first.
Guy by that car over there is a friend of mine. Maybe you could cheer him up.
I can cheer any man up for $2.50.
Here's $1,000. Make him ecstatic. And take your time.
I hired a different kind of worker to distract the nuclear bomb car guard for $1,000, but I guess he has a habit of premature ejaculation as he comes back around the corner in less than a minute, but whatever. We planted a GPS tracker so we have an idea on where the car will be heading on our map. One thing that is worth pointing out is that some of these levels are remakes of missions from Hitman Codename 47 and Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. I believe this one is a remake, and some of the later ones are too, but we'll just get back to this one. The car eventually gets moved, but it happened when I was trying to get this cop's uniform, and I accidentally pulled a gun and I got shot. Cool, let's do it again. Okay, let's just give this a shot and do this. They armed the bomb. That's probably not good. I eventually get into a scuffle and I can't do much. Let's poke around a bit more. There's a uniform in the police station that I already have, and I see some dock worker clothes in another building on the harbor. With these it looks like we can enter the hooligan area, but they searched me for weapons and I had some. I guess that makes sense. The next time I drop all of my weapons and try it again, but I don't think we can get onto the boat. Killing this guy should help. Even with a dope-ass leather jacket and beanie, we still get shot at with automatic weapons after the main guard thinks to himself,
"Nobody in our all-black leather jacket beanie club has striking bright blue eyes that I could swim in."
So I kill the main guard the next time. Yeah, I'm getting sloppy with this mission, I know. The problem is there's only one way onto the boat. This pallet bridge thing is only used to get off the boat. 47 can't climb shit in this game. I peruse around and find the nuclear bomb with the help of the GPS tracker I put on it earlier, and disarm it. It's not really an objective, and I don't know how it fits into taking out the target. I think the bomb can go off if the SWAT team raids the ship and Boris hits the detonator, so we'll try to avoid that. Speaking of the target, I tried to kill him without the proper planning and he starts shooting my ass. Great, what a mess. The SWAT team heard the shots and started to swarm the boat as well. I mess around a bit more through the level with no more success. I can appreciate the high stakes situation that this mission takes place in, but again, this is a mission where basically everybody is armed, and I'm not a huge fan of missions like that. There's less social engineering and more, oh, hopefully the 50 NPCs on this map don't riddle me with bullets. Eventually, I reload an earlier save and take out some SWAT members and take their clothes. The other SWAT teams are moving to take the boat as I head towards the roof. I take out the sniper, and once he is incapacitated, I grab his R93 sniper rifle and take aim at the target, who is on the bridge of the ship. I would say cool, but I can't help but feel that I fucked this mission up. There are definitely better ways to beat this level. We continue as 47 wakes up from the adrenaline or morphine or whatever was in that needle, and 47 gets a flashback to another hit from the past, where he knocks a guy out with a syringe sedative. Here we are in Budapest, Hungary, and we need to kill 2 fucks. I mean Fuchs.
Hello, 47. The Fuchs brothers are at it again. Franz Fuchs appears to be planning to detonate a chemical bomb at a UN conference in Budapest. He's staying at the Thermal Bath Hotel. He's registered as Björn Wolf. Our client wants Fuchs taken out as discreetly as possible and wants the bomb retrieved for analysis. Security is very tight, so discretion is the key. Once you've taken care of business, we'll send a car to pick you up.
The event is being held at this big-ass super hotel, and we get an entrance ID ticket thing from the guy we knocked out in the cutscene. We have a suitcase with a sniper rifle inside, but I have a feeling we're going to get frisked and lose it. Sure enough, we get past the front guard with the ID, but the metal detector goes off, and they hold on to our rare, extremely expensive German sniper rifle for us.
Ayo Maguram. Stop. I have to check you.
Okay, I won't move.
No weapons in here. I have to take them.
I guess it's better than them opening fire on us for making a small mistake like bringing a big-ass gun into a hotel. It's definitely a spiffy hotel though, no doubt about that. Going to the lobby bar, we can see one of our targets soaking in the pool. We'll get him later, but at least we know one of his habits already. The music is cool as we saunter around while picking up the vibe and the security level of this place. There are 3 floors and guards are common as well as some metal detectors that are placed strategically around the building lobby. That will make it tricky if you stumble across any weapons.
When Hitman Contracts came along, it was back to electronic music. It was a really, really dark game, and I felt we needed to go back to the roots of electronic music for that one. There's really nothing heroic about that game. If anything, the anti-hero thing came out loud and clear on that one. You know, and it really is Agent 47 sitting in his hotel room being, you know, he's wounded and he's on all this medicine and he's like thinking back on his journey and some of his experiences. So there was an opportunity there to do something really trippy and to do something really surprising, because we could always, you know, count on, you know, Agent 47 just sitting there tripping out. And it gave, I think, the whole team a really interesting freedom to do something that was really, you know, really weird at times too, but in a good way.
I tried grabbing a master key from this janitor, but I guess I was too close or that was too suspicious, and this private security mall cop guard guy starts shooting at me. Great. The next time, I see a note near the starting area that I missed the first time around, which says that Diana left us some stuff in the flower shop of the hotel, but the door to it is guarded and locked, so we'll leave that be for now, I suppose. We'll try to nab another key. Here we go, and oh god damn it, some guard walked in. Okay, let's do it again. What's going on here? The music stopped and everything got desaturated.
What's going on, officer?
There's been an accident, sir. Please move along. Nothing of interest here. Just a nasty accident.
Weird, an accident. Let's check around this area. I opened this door and there's some goodies back here. There's some clothes and a gun. Nice. Oh shit, that guy was in the shower the whole time. No, don't go that way. Oh shit, fuck. Okay, come back here. Okay, we got him. That was close. Holy shit, was that a ghost? This asshole still won't let us in, so I just kill him. We gotta get to the bottom of this mystery. Like zoink, Scoob! There's a knife and a body, a tub full of blood, and a shotgun down there! Whoa, Raggy, there's a ghost in the mirror! 47 gets paid to make ghosts, not clean up after them, so I'm just gonna drag this body into the room and call it good for now. One of the targets is across this balcony in another room, but he's guarded. Fuck it, let's do it. Yeah, that's... okay, let's try it one more time. Well, a whole bunch of stuff happened there, but the gist is we killed one of the Fuchs, got the bomb, and made sure that room service would not disturb the scene. I see the target going to the pool, so I head that way.
Ayo Maguram, stop, I have to check you.
Okay, I won't move.
But I got lost and frisked, and the hotel security starts shooting me. Thanks. I guess the private security guards smuggled all their weapons in past the hotel security somehow. They're not supposed to have any. The next time I just killed a Fuke, and now we just gotta go. Okay, we're just gonna end this mission and... is something broken? Oh, the bomb case is empty. I still have to put the bomb inside of it. Whoops, back inside we go. I searched behind the bar as it was marked as a point of interest, but nothing was back there. Unfortunately, this cop followed me in. I think he's about to discover my disguise, so I'm just gonna pull up my silenced pistol and okay, that wasn't my silenced one. Whoops. Everybody outside seems chill though, so they might have thought I was doing target practice or something. Eventually, I find a dentist office that one of the Fuke brothers mentioned in one of their letters I found in one of their rooms, but the door for the bomb is locked. The key is probably on one of them, so I go ahead and reload a save, do it all again, and get the bomb. Cool, now we can leave for real. I do think that this mission is nice, it's a unique environment. I like having the contrast between the seedy industrial locations and high-class hotels. We didn't do too bad, I guess, but there's probably better ways to take the targets out. The next cutscene shows 47 dressing some of his own wounds as the police are setting up a barricade. It then cuts to Hong Kong.
Welcome to Hong Kong, 47. We've been contacted by an extremely wealthy client. He'd like to eliminate a certain Li Hong, leader of the Red Dragon Triad. He also wants to destroy the Triad itself. Mr. Hong is much too powerful to approach right now. You'll have to trigger a war between the two leading Triads and get Hong when he's weak. First step, take out the representative he's sending for business negotiations with the Blue Lotus Triad at Chiu Dai Park. Be sure the Blue Lotus negotiator survives to take the blame. There's no information on the identity of Li Hong's representative, but it's a formal meeting, so he should be in the Red Dragon colors. He'll be on the defensive, so be on your guard, 47. Our client specifically requested to have you carry out this assassination, so kindly provide the style he's paying for.
Some good old-fashioned Triad stuff is going on. The Red Dragon Triad is going against the Blue Lotus Triad. At least we need to make it seem that way. Our contract is a false flag type beat where we need to make the Red Dragons think that the Blue Lotus are the ones that took out the Red Dragon negotiator. Mechanically in the mission, this means we have to kill one guy and then leave. The Hong Kong levels are a bit more atmospheric with some neon lights and the sort, which is cool. I find a ladder which looks like it would provide a good vantage point over the meeting spot, so I knock out this guard and throw his ass in the sewer. After we climb up, it's some real Hitman ass shit. WA2000 out of the briefcase, next to a bright, shining advertisement as we eke out the perfect angle on the target. It's textbook. I take the shot. Nice. Soon some heavy music kicks in, and I start getting shot at. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on, but I can just barely make out 47 getting shot in the head and dying. Neat. Let's try it again. Oh, it's a helicopter owned by some triad guys that has a machine gunner on it. That explains it. For my next trick, I try to outrun it and I die. Let's try to kill the target and then the helicopter gunner. Nope, it keeps moving around in an odd physics-defying way, and then I die. One more time. Well, this time the music is different and the helicopter doesn't show up at all. I head for the exit, and that was actually a silent assassin run, so I get a bonus weapon, I guess. That's the highest possible rating on any Hitman level that you can get, so that's one just the Pulp playthrough tip that you won't find on any other shitty gaming YouTube channel. It then tosses us into the next mission with zero fanfare.
Diana here, 47. Things are moving in the right direction, but the triads are desperate to avoid an all-out war. They're holding a summit on Red Dragon turf to negotiate a truce before things get out of hand. The meeting's at the Wang Fu restaurant, a heavily guarded Red Dragon property. The Blue Lotus negotiator is an older male who'll be arriving by limo. Take him out to preempt the truce talks. We want the Red Dragons to take the blame, so we can't have any Blue Lotus members around as witnesses. Get rid of them all, 47. This one doesn't have to be pretty.
In this one, we need to kill an assload of Blue Lotus people. I try to shoot them in their cool ride, but their limo is bulletproof. Okay, we'll get them later. They live for now. I take out two of the targets way down the road towards the exit, and then I think the other ones I shot at earlier just escaped, so the mission fails. Okay, next time we won't shoot them prematurely. There really isn't too much to say about this one. Two of the targets are down the road, two of them are by the car, and three of them are inside this restaurant. I stumble across a bunch of Red Dragon Triad guys, and I have my own incident with them, out of which I find a WA 2000 rifle that I smoke the three indoor guys with, and then I head outside to smoke the remaining two from a safe distance. I feel like these Hong Kong levels are a bit less engaging than the prior ones, but we'll see if the remaining missions change my opinion. One thing I keep thinking about is the weapon, upgrades, and notoriety system that the next game in the franchise, Hitman Blood Money, has. In that game, there's a whole currency system where once you complete a job, you get money based on how well you did and whether or not you completed optional side objectives. I think that provides the player with tangible benefits to playing sneakily like the developers intended. That way, if you have a bunch of witnesses or if you really botch a job by killing innocents, you have less money to spend on buying cool-ass upgrades like silencers, scopes, faster lockpicks, and other equipment and guns that you can use for future levels. Here in Contracts, there's not really much keeping the player from gunning down everybody apart from their own personal initiative. The player can only chase the high of the two words that say Silent Assassin on the mission overview screen. The other added benefit of the Silent Assassin rating is the fact that the player will be drowning in their preference for either pussy or dick after everybody hears about their epic Hitman video game playing skills. Anyways, after we escape with our mass murderer rating, whoops, we get launched into the next one. Cutscenes are getting sparse.
The triads are ready for war, 47. But the Hong Kong police is stepping in to preserve the peace. The chief of police himself is presiding over a meeting of delegates from the Red Dragons and the Blue Lotus, at the Chung Chao Fish Restaurant. If you eliminate the Red Dragon negotiator, and then frame him for the murders of the Chief of Police and the Blue Lotus negotiator, war becomes inevitable. Even the police will align themselves against the Red Dragons, making Li Hong vulnerable at last. Security is obviously tight because of the police involvement. Remember, 47, the hits are important, but they don't do anything unless the Red Dragons take the blame. Watch yourself, 47. The Chief of Police and the Blue Lotus negotiator are pretty tight and won't be easy to fool.
The Triad War is about to break out, but we need to do one more preliminary false flag thing. We need to kill the Blue Lotus and Red Dragon negotiators, as well as the Chief of Police. The twist is that we have to hide the Red Dragon guy's body and place an amulet on the table to make it seem like the Red guys killed everybody else. It kind of looks like Deus Ex Human Revolution out here with all the piss yellow vibes, but I guess it beats endless gray. I go to my home in the sewer and find some rat poison, and I find a chef's costume in the basement of this restaurant, so I turn the gas, making one of the chefs of said restaurant investigate, and then I murder that chef once he tries to fix it. Take this, you stupid fucking piece of shit. I then perform my signature bar trick known as the Rat Poison Alcohol Bonanza Fest. I head upstairs to give the targets the drinks.
擺喺台面 here on the table.
Two of them drink it, alright. Oh man, that stuff works fast. We've got to take out this other last straight edge guy. Alright, cool, he's dead. We did it. Now what? The main challenge of this level is logistics. After we put the amulet down on the table, we need to hide the guy's body, which is a lot harder than it sounds like it would be. It isn't like the newer Hitman games where body receptacles are all over the place. We need to throw this guy in a sewer. There's one kind of close by, but there's also guards and civilians everywhere. And because this is a false flag operation, if anybody sees the Red Dragon Triad guy's body, the mission fails. Side note, I occasionally see some forum posts that say things like, man, they should really remaster Hitman Contracts, but the problem is that some of these levels are just not very technically impressive, even when compared to other levels in this game. This level takes place in basically 3 rooms and some city streets. That's it. From some basic research I did, it looked like IO Interactive had some people working on Hitman Blood Money, but they wanted another game released before Hitman Blood Money released in 2006, hence the remasters of older levels along with some newer levels in this game, which saved them a bit of work. Anyways, back to the game. I look around and it's not great. I guess it's called the Seafood Massacre after all. Let's get messy with it. We need to hide this body by making more bodies. There are some taxis nearby, and it turns out if you shoot them, they have car alarms, which makes sense. They can be used as distractions, which would have been helpful to know before I started the mission, but that's what I get for trying to go through it the first time. I kill a whole bunch of guards and civilians, and I get so close to dumping the body and escaping, but a sniper sees me and alerts the police. Damn it. Even though I hit the body, it still fails because the police know that the Red Dragon guy didn't kill the chief or the Blue Lotus guy. The next time, I find the sniper and take his ass down. Sweet. What's less sweet is all the murders that I have to do to beat this level because I can't be asked to drag this body around. I understand what the developers were trying to do here with the smaller environment and sneaking the body around. I just think it's clunky and we don't have too many options to experiment with. I didn't do too hot on this one.
Too easy.
After we complete it, it shoots us to the last Hong Kong mission, the Li Hong massacre.
All the pieces are in place, 47. Li Hong's been backed into a corner. He's hunkered down in his stronghold. We did have a man in there, but we haven't heard from him in weeks. Assassinate Hong, get his jade figurine, and come on home. You've got to succeed on this one, 47. There won't be any second chances.
In this one, we need to kill Li Hong and take a little figurine of his that is symbolic of Triad leadership and then leave. We have been here before because this is the same restaurant level from earlier, but this time there's an added mansion where Hong hangs out at. The bartender in this restaurant tells us some juicy info right before he shits his pants.
閂咗門啊！
We are close.
I wonder if you could answer a question.
I don't know anything. I don't know anyone. Whatever you heard about this place is all lies. My stomach is in pain, so I don't have the patience to sit and chat.
I'm sorry. I wonder if you could...
CIA sent a guy. He wanted. Now he's locked up in the basement. You didn't hear that from me.
Who locked him up? Li Hong?
Never heard of him. Why don't you... my stomach. Excuse me. Do yourself a favor. The brothel got a new girl from the mainland. Why don't you go and see her?
Well, sounds like a good reason to go to the brothel to me. Let's take this little piece of paper that acts as a ticket.
Ah, I see you have a pass. Enjoy your visit, sir.
先生，請跟我嚟啊。Follow me, sir.
Ah, I see you have a pass. Enjoy your visit, sir.
Interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on.
I hear you've got a new girl from the mainland.
你會唔會講廣東話?
My Chinese is a little rusty.
Girl for you?
Yes, new girl. Girl called Mai Ling.
Oh, 美玲，八婆 ，nice girl, very nice girl. 好厲害啊 ！This way, follow me.
Follow me, quick. 咦，鬼佬嚟嘅喎 You're a foreigner. You understand. You listen, you have to help me, please. They kidnapped me. And they brought me here.
Yes, it's possible. Listen, I'm looking for a certain jade figurine. Any idea where I might find it?
You want a jade figurine? The last guy who wanted it is being tortured in the basement. If he's still alive, he can tell you. But then you just need to get past Nihon's godson. And that is almost impossible. Then there's Nihon himself, with that crazy sword that kills with one touch. Survive all that, then you just need a combination. And I've got that.
Then give it to me.
First, you get me out of here, and then the combination is yours.
Let's go.
So we need to get her out. Okay, is that going to be easy?
You'll pay now!
Nope, it's going to suck. Either way, we need to do it so we can get that safe combination from her. I fight my way out.
Thank you, gorgeous. I guess this is where we split.
The combination to the safe?
Oh yes, of course. I would give you more if I could. Bye, handsome.
It really wasn't too bad, and now we have the combination to the safe that has the figurine inside of it, so now we just need to head to the mansion that is behind the restaurant. I take out this guard on the way there just in case. Fuck these guys. Once inside the mansion, we see that there are a whole lot of guys with AK-74s walking around. It's pretty sketchy, but I make it to the second floor without getting my cover blown. After that, I take out Hong's right-hand man with some simple fiber wire techniques, and we'll just take out this guard right before he opens the... Oh shit, Li Hong sees us and he has a sword. Fuck it, let's just shoot him. Okay, he's dead, but the first floor guards definitely heard all those gunshots. Oh shit, they're coming, oh fuck. Oh, they just didn't hear it, I guess. Cool. Well, that was pretty easy. These guys actually suck ass at being like triads and all that. We'll just pop this safe open as it's probably the one with the figurine inside. Shit. Oh, what a mess. Well, now that we got through that somehow, we should probably find the ICA agent that is stuck in the basement that Diana mentioned, who the bar guy got confused with the CIA. I can see how he would make that mistake though. It's messy now that we've been compromised, but I'm armed and I don't care. Let's go down and smoke some more guys, and holy shit, that's a machine gun. Let's do it. Well, here's the guy we need to save.
Hey, who are you? What are you gonna do with that? Now don't... Oh! Oh! Ah, not again. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's better. Oh, man. Oh. Hey, thanks, man. Oh, thank you.
I need Li Hong's jade figurine. I'm told you know where it is.
Oh, you don't know what they've done to me. My God. See, first they took a chair.
Where's the jade figurine?
Oh, I almost had it. And now it's locked in a safe. It's in the brothel.
That's what I needed to know.
All right, look out for Zun. He's a big bastard. He's the one that did this to me. You have to get him out of the way to get to Hong. It won't be easy. They're always together. Zun sees everything, hears everything, checks every room, even tastes Hong's food. Hong himself, God, he's a crazy bastard. You know, he's got this poisoned sword. I mean, we're talking one scratch and you're dead.
I understand. Go take care of yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Listen, I hope we get to meet again under more favorable circumstances.
Yes. That might seem possible to you.
We get a lore dump about the guy that we already turned into Swiss cheese, but we also get the information that the figurine we are looking for is in the brothel, so we'll head back there one more time. Sure enough, there it is. After that, we get to leave. Mass murderer, sure, I'll take it. It then cuts to the present day, after all of 47's gloomy, rainy, wet dreams are over with.
This room. This bullet. There's a bullet for everyone. And a time and a place. An end. Yes. Maybe this is how it has to be. Inspector, you obviously learned too much about me. I can't have that. Not even in my death.
Well, we're in the shit now. 47 was in the middle of a hit, with 2 of the 3 objectives already completed before he got shot. Now we just need to take out the inspector and bounce. It sounds easy, but it's kind of a mess. The French SWAT GIGN guys don't fuck around with their fancy spas, 12 shotguns and croissants and stuff, and they're swarming the building, which also happens to be completely surrounded by the police. We have some supplies in our closet, including a silenced sniper rifle that we can try to use, but I fumble around and get blasted a whole bunch of times. We don't have too many options for free roaming in this one. There's a few balconies that we can hop to, but they are visible from the outside, so it gives our position away. Eventually, I make it to another room, kill a SWAT member, and flank around to escape the police raid and make it to the street. I will say that this whole environment and set piece is cool, but it's fairly linear and small. At this point, we could just head behind the inspector with our sniper rifle case, pull the rifle out, and slap that bad boy together. Then we'll blast him from close quarters and walk away. It's a pretty simple mission, all things considered, but it's a decent finale, I guess. We then get the final cutscene that ends the game.
You shouldn't be here. You know what happened?
That's why I'm here. I don't know who tipped them off. I barely made it out of Paris myself. How's your wound?
Your doctor saved my life.
There's been a lot of pressure. We're losing friends. The FBI, the CIA, Scotland Yard, MI5, police all over Europe. Something's going on at the highest levels.
I'll lay low until the agency sorts out its problems. If it takes more than 2 months, I'll find a new employer.
That won't help you or the agency. All of this pressure revolves around you. They're squeezing us to get at you. I've sensed it for a while. Tonight confirmed it. But now I know where the pressure's coming from.
This is serious business. Do you have this kind of money?
It's under your seat.
See your coffee, sir?
Thanks, but no thanks.
I think that Hitman Contracts was pretty good, especially for the time it released in. I do feel that the next entry of the series, Hitman Blood Money, is generally better than Contracts, but I think that the atmosphere of Hitman Contracts is still really cool. It's grim, moody, challenging, and dark. Like, remember the chopped up girl? Remember, like, Li Hong, that formidable foe that we bested in that cinematic-ass cutscene event? You don't? Yeah, I kind of forgot about that too. If you haven't played a Hitman game before and this looked interesting to you, I would really recommend jumping into the World of Assassination trilogy, which are the newer Hitman games. The older ones are fun, but the mechanics are a bit more obtuse and could be frustrating for first-time players. I'd recommend buying the World of Assassination trilogy, the deluxe edition. That should come with all the bullshit, but I really don't know how the fuck they managed to screw up that whole pricing thing. What a mess. One other cool thing is that once you beat the game, you can load a save game called Completed Game, which you can then select any level in the game and spawn into it with a custom loadout. This adds a bunch of replayability to the game, and I didn't know if Contracts would offer anything like it, but I'm glad it does. If you liked my dog shit gamer skills, feel free to hit all the buttons and subscribe and stuff. I'm always working on some new videos about video games because they're just so much fun and a valuable use of my time and energy. If you want to support my stuff, you can become a member like these fine individuals, or you can just hang out and check out my other videos about video games. It's your call, it's your life. Do whatever you can with the time you have left on this beautiful ball of a planet. Oh, okay, bye.